Hello everyone, how are you doing? Welcome to the full bundle reveal of Overclock Crisis, or sci-fi bundle for December. It is our last sci-fi bundle for the year. There's a lot of stuff to show today. It's a very exciting one, a really cool backstory. And it's the last one of a little bit of an era, because next year we kind of start fresh. There's gonna be a lot of cool stuff next year. So yeah, but before we get to that, we have a couple of announcements to get through. And by the way, let us know if you guys can hear us well, if the audio is okay. Luca, if you could sound off.
Hey everyone, how you doing? I'm Luca, lore editor here, Loot. Joining Tiago for this live stream. Yeah.
Yeah, Luca's back.
Yay!
Mateus was really helpful, but I think we all missed Luca with us in the live streams. So yeah, if you want to let us see if everyone can hear us well, and let's start off with the announcements.
Okay, let's start with the video announcements for this month. We have a couple of videos related to Journey to Nidavellir, which we'll talk about in a little bit. They're already out. We have Painting Thor, which I think everyone would agree is an amazing statue that is here with us in this live stream. It is posted in our, probably just posted in our YouTube channel, and we also have a painting tutorial for the Vogengar. So a mini of the Vogengar will be posted in the YouTube already. We also have coming soon a couple of videos, which is the painting tutorial for the Kragadur and the assembling of the giant turtle of the Crusade of Darkness fantasy bundle for December. So
yeah, that's a big one. The giant one. It's probably gonna join our big life-size dwarf at the entrance of Loot. And we have been renovating, doing a little bit of renovating around Loot. We should probably
show off the office,
do a video on that.
We're spending. It's exciting. Really.
Yeah, Loot has decided to expand a little bit into the same building, let's say. But yeah, as soon as that's ready, we're gonna have some content for you guys on that. But we did mention Journey to Nidavellir. Yeah. So Journey to Nidavellir is out right now. If you haven't yet, you can go watch the full review videos that we did on our YouTube channel. Each of it's 3 dwarven clans. Each one comes with a god, and we have a monster set that also comes with a god. Each of the dwarven clans also comes with a fully functional dice tower. They are like some of the greatest scenery objects that we've ever did. Yeah, these ones are great. And actually, we should have a video coming out around now but you guys are gonna watch it after the live stream. It's going to be by Geek Gaming Cynics, where he does some stuff with one of these towers. So yeah, Journey to Nidavellir is out right now, and for the next 4 days until we finish the first week of the release, we have a huge discount for it. So right now you can get each individual bundle, each individual clan and the monster set for $24 each.
Yeah.
But if you get the combo, the price goes way down. It goes like to 19 something, right? So if you get the full pack of Journey to Nidavellir, which is everything, you get a bonus, you get a huge discount, plus you get the Dragon Fafnir, a special kind of Journey to Nidavellir loyalty reward.
You also get the adventure for free.
Yeah, you also get the adventure for free. The adventure is available to be purchased as a separate thing, but if you get it for free if you buy the full pack. And besides, you also get the poster map, which is it's offset.
Just out of frame. Yeah.
It's just out of frame. And what else? We also have a discount for Journey to Valhalla, or last year's Viking fantasy inspired set. So yeah, this is going to be the best time to get Journey to Nidavellir and Journey to Valhalla. If you haven't gotten one of them yet, this is it, guys. You have 4 days. Time is counting down. I think it's going to be until Monday, right? I believe so. Yeah, it's 1 week, so don't miss it. It's like, I cannot stress this enough. And as a point of order, if you were expecting a Christmas sale to be able to buy it, we will not have a Christmas sale this month. We already had a Black Friday sale. We have this huge discount on Journey to Nidavellir and Journey to Valhalla. And we have a discount for last year's Fantasy Bundle as well. So we won't be having a Christmas sale. So yeah, the time to get Journey to Nidavellir is now. Next up, what do we have? What do we have? Oh, during the last live stream, during the last fantasy live stream, we did something a little bit special, something a little bit different. We had 3 of our best artists live sculpting some Christmas ornaments. I don't think we have them here. They are being painted right now. We're probably gonna post some content on that at some point, either this week or the next. And they are going to be available tomorrow. I believe it's tomorrow. Yeah, it's going to be tomorrow. They are going to be available for both fantasy and sci-fi subscribers. In the fantasy subscription is going to be part of our Crusade of Darkness bundle, and in the sci-fi subscription they are going to be part of our Overclock Crisis bundle. So besides all of this, you're also going to get 3 Christmas ornaments this month.
At the end of the live stream, we also have a couple of surprises for you guys, which is going to be something about the loyalty reward. We'll be showcasing it. We have a printed version here, hidden over in the corner, which is going to be nice. And we will also reveal the next sci-fi bundle name, so you can start guessing the themes of it. Yeah, this is going to be exciting. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into this bundle. There's a lot of cool stuff to show off. There's a big vehicle, which we haven't done in a while because we did a lot of vehicles a couple months ago. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited for these characters, and I'm excited for the props. Everything is so nice. So Luca, if you would kick us off today. Absolutely. So Overclock Crisis. In the not so distant future, we have a corporation that found out that just making AI is kind of counterintuitive, and just souping up and advancing performance of actual humans is much easier. However, this kind of backfires when a virus is let loose, the Overclock virus, and starts affecting especially the team and the exoforce of this company.
Yeah, we decided to create a full blown, like, kind of shady corporation for our sci-fi world. Is ExoCorp. So you can't leave home without getting some ExoCorp announcements and advertisement, and buying the daily ExoCorp news, or eating an Exo hot dog or something.
An Exo burger. Yeah. So that's the general themes of this bundle. Would you like to kick it off with the first mini already?
Yeah. This one's exciting. So we kind of have 2 sides in this bundle. We have a couple of mercs, and then we have the Exo Force, which is kind of the police force for this city. It's a corporate police force, right? It would be something like Militech from Cyberpunk, or I love Cyberpunk worlds. Like Shadowrun mixes in a little bit of fantasy, and Cyberpunk obviously also has a lot of really shady corporations, which are basically their own countries inside their buildings. Like, they have full control of everything that happens, and they need to have their own police force. Sometimes that police force gets out of control, like in the Overclock Crisis. They are just not enough to deal with everything, so they need to hire a couple of mercenaries. And the first mercenary we're going to look at today, and let me get my cheat sheet here just so I don't forget to credit everyone that needs to be credited. The first character we're going to take a look at today is James Exodoc Jesse. So this is a this is a very, very respectable man. A very, very nice mustachio going on that face there. I absolutely love the, this is an exo dog. He's an ex army dog, an ex member.
Exotech.
Yeah,
Member,
an ex member of the Exo Force. He probably realized there was a lot more money to be made in the private sector. A lot of people who end up leaving the police and the army because of that. So yeah, without further ado, the concept art there was done by Igor Gonçalves, and the sculpt, which we're going to take a look at today, was done by Gustavo Glissi. So yeah.
Actually, it's Matheus Baboni.
Sorry, it's Matheus Baboni. Yes. I read the next one over, I think. Yes, I read the next one over. So yeah, it's some pretty nice work. I love it's a little bit of a combination. This bundle, with some of our bundles, we do cyberpunk like way into the future, like 100 years from now. And with some of the bundles, we do things a little bit more grounded, right? So this is a character that could exist in like 20, 30 years. Mm-hmm. It's not that far away in the future.
It's slightly enhanced, but it's just not completely
cybernetic. And this could totally be just, a regular army dude. Mm-hmm. And we actually have a bust for this mini. Oh, yeah. So let's use that to showcase the details a little bit more.
I love the smoke effect for the cigar.
For the cigar in the left hand there, yeah. This one's pretty good. He's pretty bulky. He's your typical solo. Your typical. Actually, there's a better name for what this guy would be in a setting like cyberpunk. But yeah, I think a solo fits this one very, very well.
For an exo dog, he could be a lone move. So.
Yes. Yeah, I love the mustache, and I love the expression on his face, the wrinkles on the forehead, like he's seen some shit.
He's very Ron Swanson in
yes. Yeah. But yeah, kind of a suave Ron Swanson, right, with the nice haircut here. And yeah, a lot of I think almost all, if not all, of the characters in this bundle have some kind of enhancement. With some of them, it's going to be more than others. This is one of the characters that has the least amount of enhancements, and it works very, very well as a hero character, or as maybe a captain of an alternative captain for the Exo Force. Mm-hmm. So yeah, an absolutely amazing work here. A lot of textures as well. So a lot of different.
I love the clothing for this one.
Yeah, this one's gonna be fun for painters. We get to add a lot of extra textures to clothing, so it's not just leather and cloth. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of metal and composite materials, so you guys are definitely gonna have a lot of fun painting this one.
I would love to see this one kind of looking away from an explosion and see like the highlight painting.
Yeah, just cool guys not look at explosions.
Exactly.
Right? He does have a couple of grenades hanging from his belt there. So yeah. Okay, so this is the first character. Let's move on to our next couple of characters. You guys may have seen these ones before. We actually did a little bit of mixing around of stuff. And by the way, the team let me know that the Christmas ornaments are actually going to be coming out today, not tomorrow. So yeah, you're gonna have access to this. Sorry. Just a second, guys.
Okay.
Is it better now?
Can you hear me okay?
Let us know. Let us know if you hear Luca. We just fixed a little bit of an issue with the mic.
I love.
Is it working?
From Holt Harper.
Is this on?
Luca is just a wee lad compared to Tiago. Perfect.
Okay, so next up we actually have two characters, and we should probably show the concept art for both of them. and it's Gila and Grodd, the Roy twins. So first, let's check out Gila. The concept art for this one is by Igor Gonçalves, and for Grodd is going to be that as well. And both sculpts were by Gustavo Glissi. And so let's check out the concept art for Grodd now. It's these characters, we actually kind of soft spoiled them like a couple of months ago, because they were actually meant to be part of a previous bundle, but there were a lot of models in that bundle already, and we decided to push them forward and find a new home for them. And you know, they are cybernetically roided out.
They just fit.
Yeah, they just fit.
Yeah.
Like, with the huge gorilla arms. Can we move on to Grodd real quick? Yeah, there we go. The huge gorilla arms, and there's I think there's a whole gang in Cyberpunk, which is the animals, which is really over the top cybernetic augmentations. And yeah, these guys were kind of made to be thugs or mercenaries and fit right into that universe. So let's check them out. And first, let's go with Gila. Yeah,
I love
check that out.
The kind of pneumatic arms on the model. They just feel right for the twins.
Yeah, I love the little details of the skull on the back of the jacket here, of a vest, really, right? Because you can't really wear a jacket; it needs to be a sleeveless vest. This is usually like, you know, something that it's just stitched on or something, but it is a mini, right? So we need a lot more texture than that. Her glasses, man. This is probably like replacing her eyes or something, but yeah, it definitely looks like. Ooh, let me adjust things here. It definitely looks like her a cool pair of sunglasses. And let's check out her twin brother, Grodd.
I love the chin modifications. Just
Yeah, like maybe you have a glass chin. Yeah, you solve it with just add a couple of cybernetics to your chin, right? In the future, I don't know if this would be illegal for boxing, or if basically every boxer would have this kind of modifications, right? What is the? I think someone once said, let the top athletes use steroids, and let's see how far we can push it. You know. So yeah, and I absolutely love this one. Again, both of these sculpts were done by Gustavo Glissi, and look at them side by side. They even have like kind of matching poses, right? Each one kind of turned to a different side, so they make a nice set here.
is their hair also complementing, like the direction of the hair, or kind of
No, I
hairstyling?
think Gila's is just, you know, going sideways, and Grodd's is going backwards. It's but they are just such cool characters. And yeah, they actually have stat blocks. We don't usually do stat blocks for kind of mercenary or hero characters, but these two actually have, and they have an ability that works together. So yeah, definitely check it out. Check out the stat blocks that we have for them, and thank you so much for the artists for this one. The next one is our third hero for today, and it's actually our fourth hero, and is an actually fun one. We haven't done a lot of children, but last month and this month we are doing children that participate into this cyberpunk universe. They have it bad, but this one may have it better than the last one we did. She's an actual mercenary. She's actually getting paid for her services. And yeah, you do not want to mess with her. She is Mary Blazing Wheels. So yeah, let's check out the concept art by Brandon Pais.
It's amazing.
you guys are gonna see the sculpt. I love the 3D in it, and that for the bike is gonna be really
Yeah, once in a while, and I think I love the idea of the the wheels without the spokes. It gives it really gives the model some models that you can see through look a little bit more real. And we also did a couple of modifications to her pose. So you're gonna notice that in the pose in the actual model here, which was done by, and I dropped my
Diogo Tavares.
so yeah, the sculpt here was done by Diogo Tavares, and you can see that in the actual sculpt, she's leaning a little bit more to one side here, to her left side. The base is also, it's more of a destroyed piece of concrete slab. She is she is like, she's probably, even this little pea shooter of a gun is probably too much for her, right? Because of her size.
Yeah,
And just so you guys have an idea of the, just a second, just so you guys have an idea of the size comparison here. This is Grodd compared to her.
yeah. Just to recall on that, it's probably gonna give her a hard time.
Yeah, let me check what chat is saying. Let's see. Yeah, like, yeah. Rex does is commenting. Loot should sell Loot should sell clothes because our clothing designs are amazing. Yeah, there's some clothing designs here especially for sci-fi. I don't think you'd catch me dead wearing almost anything that we do for fantasy. But for sci-fi, we do a lot of stuff that looks really, really good. Her bike here is actually one of those, one of those bikes where you pedal for a bit and it has an engine and you charge up a battery. So it has a little thing, a little
electric components kind of hanging to the side.
On the back wheel here.
I love the amount of pouches. It just feels like she's prepared.
Yeah, it looks like a Liefeld character, like Cable or Deadpool or something like that. Yeah, it's a lot of ammo. She needs a lot of ammo for the little gun. And actually, let's check out her bust. We have a bust for this one as well.
Yeah, we do. Hold up.
Which is going to allow us to see a lot more of her expressions here.
She has a little bit of a different pose to kind of fit the bust version.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what this cable does, but I love that it just runs through.
It's probably like a jury rigged smart weapon, right? It's something that is like maybe it only shoots if it's her holding it, or the cable feeds some information back into a computer system.
Yeah, and just turn it for a little bit. Just remember, guys, safety first. Just
yeah, she's not wearing a helmet, but she doesn't want to scrape her elbows or ruin the jacket.
The finger is in the trigger.
Yeah, the finger is in the trigger, but she is shooting. It's supposed to be in the trigger.
Yeah.
So she is following gun safety rules. It's just that she doesn't want to be safe right now.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I also love that some of the characters in this bundle, they noticeably have more of a military background, so they hold their guns properly.
Mm-hmm.
She's just a runt of a kid, so she's holding the gun sideways, like a gangster.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, and this is Mary. So let's move on to our next character. But before we do that, let me just pick up my cheat sheets
And
here.
with Mary, we also finished the mercenaries. We'll go into the Exo.
We go to the Exo Force. Yeah, the Exo Force. We basically wanted to do a police force, a futuristic police force. And you can use them as the evil guys, the shady guys from the evil corporation, or you can just use them as a police force. And let's be honest, if you are playing a cyberpunk game, there's a high probability that the police are the enemy, because you're usually the you are usually the shady people, right? So first off, let's check out the Exoforce Cavalry, and we actually have several versions of this one. So the Exoforce Cavalry is our take on a police, which is actually right here. I was looking for it, but it's right under my nose. It's our take on what a police cavalry unit would look like in the future. So you get all of the benefits of something like a horse in the city, but with none of the drawbacks. It is a machine. It can run very, very fast, and you know it's scary. It's big and scary. You do not want to get hit by this thing.
Probably weighs a ton as well.
Yes,
so.
it probably weighs like a little ton at
yeah.
least. The concept art for this one was done by Francisco Ferreira. And let's check out the sculpt, which was done by Lailson Camini.
I have to comment, I love the concept of this mini, because in the lore, it kind of says that because the Overclock virus invades anything that is kind of exotech, the police officer isn't exotech, it's just a horse. So if she needs to run away and do things solo, that just...
yeah, that just works. Yeah, the Exoforce, you guys are going to notice that a lot of the Exoforce, they have external enhancements, so it's not cyberware, it's more like an exoskeleton, because the the Overclock virus affects the cyberware, right, and makes people go crazy. So people who are not like directly connected to their cyberware fare a little bit better. But yeah, you guys are gonna see a lot of this. We do have a version of the horse with no rider.
A version of the rider without a horse that
yes.
we'll showcase soon.
And this one just looks so cool. I can even imagine, like, yeah, this one's kind of like a one of the horses from Westworld. So yeah, this is really nice. And we call this one. This one's gonna be named a little bit differently on our website. This one we called it the Exoforce Knight, I believe. And it's the rider standing up and getting in a proper shooting position. Yeah, people want the pony. People want the horses. Like it's fairly it's a little bit more difficult to find a logical way to do animals in sci-fi. We do them all the time in fantasy, but for sci-fi it's a little bit hard. And we know you guys love them, and whenever we find a justification, we do them. So yeah, this is the Exoforce Knight. Let's move on to our next model of the day, which is going to be the let's check it, the Riot Police. Yeah, we also have a couple of different versions of this one, and I believe, yeah, it's actually a couple of different I don't know if it's a couple of different versions or if just the shields come as a separate thing. It's the Exoforce Riot Police, which was the concept art was done by Renan Ribeiro. It's your tank. It's definitely your tank. It's your heavily armored police force. He has a huge and bulky exoskeleton that controls the big riot shields on his back. You are not catching this guy unawares. And yeah, let's check out the actual model. And the actual model was sculpted by, let's see here, Victor Prado.
Okay.
Just a second here, guys.
Just having a couple of technical problems.
No, not a problem.
No problem?
Okay.
Okay.
Are we back? Okay. So the Riot Police comes in two different forms. One of them doesn't have the big shields on his back. If you just want to use this guy as a soldier, it works like that as well.
Yeah, and you can see he's thankful for the shields because they're like truly messed up.
Yeah, these things have seen some battle damage. A couple of people have taken a couple of pot shots at this guy. It is a lot of metal in the shield, so you need some pretty high caliber stuff to get through them. These guys are going to be like you can have a row of these guys like holding the line and getting ready to stop a big protest, or to contain a situation, let's say. Yeah, they are not exactly subtle units. Let's take a look at the one without the big shields in the way. You know, it's a big bulky kind of blocky armor, and that's what I meant when I said this bundle is a little bit more grounded. So this could be something that we see in like 30 years or something. It's not so far into the future that the technology is like it looks impossible. It's actually fairly feasible.
Yeah. Like the version without the shields is pretty much like a contemporary unit, if not for the exoskeleton.
Yeah, and it's like, and this one could double as like a bomb disposal unit. The really bulky front plate here, so could definitely work as that. So yeah, let's check out our next model, which is going to be the Exoforce Flyer.
This is an interesting mini. I really like it.
Yeah, the Exoforce Flyer in its concept art there by Victor Bottesini. I think, is this the first concept that Victor has done for us? I believe so. I don't remember his name from before. I may be wrong, but yeah, welcome Victor. So yeah, the Exoforce Flyer is based on, you know, an actual real world jetpack. We have done a lot of people in jetpacks before, but never quite like this.
Yeah.
Right. This one is quite endearing, I would say. So yeah, let's check out the sculpt by if I get my thing.
Romário Ramos.
So yeah, instead of using his hands to hold the guns and using the mechanical arms, like the robot arms to hold the jets, he's controlling the guns, and maybe it's not even him that is controlling the guns. Maybe the guns are just being controlled from somewhere else. I think that's how this works best. This is just kind of a mobile gun platform. I think it was easier to create an AI or a computer program to run the guns and just, you know, tell it to shoot everyone who's not wearing a badge,
and get the actual human to
do the flying, than to let the computer do the flying.
I love the kind of hooks on the boots.
Yeah.
It feels really like realistic on how he would like jump from building to building. Like
he probably needs to land in a lot of places where there's not a lot of support, where like he needs to feel he can't like lose his balance and just fall, right? So, and it's a very fairly compact jetpack, and it has a gun system. So yeah, this one is very interesting.
Okay.
Okay, let's see here, and let us know, you guys. Are you guys hearing us well? We've had some audio issues earlier today, so if you guys can't hear us, let us know and we will adjust things. But next up is a captain, the Exoforce captain, right?
Concept art done by Tariq Motran.
Tariq Motran. I'm sorry, Tariq. I'm actually not sure how to pronounce your name. So if you could let us know, that'd be great. So yeah, this one's kind of a, you know, your standard kind of police captain, the
classical bow neck.
Yeah, like the major kind of an army guy. Maybe this guy is going to be the hero in your movie, or maybe this guy is going to be the antagonist. Like he's not necessarily a villain, but he's in the way of the hero. They have just like this the mid-level boss, you know. And like the suit actually reminds me a little bit of the suits from It's much smaller, but it reminds me a little bit of the suits from Avatar and from the Matrix and stuff like that. It's
There's-
bulkier and is actually I believe the actual he's using the actual arms of the suit to hold the gun. So let's check out the sculpt by Matheus Baboni.
All the exoskeletons actually remind me of that movie, the Exilium, I think, with the big
Elysium.
Yes.
With who was it? Was it Mark Wahlberg or was it Matt Damon?
Matt Damon.
It was, I can I keep mistaking the two of them.
They have similar faces. Like the bone structure is kind of like on the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you sure? Yeah, it was Matt Damon.
I'm
It was
pretty
Matt
sure,
Damon.
yeah.
Anyways, so he's actually the poses, like the movements of his this is a big gun, and with the robotic arms you get basically no recoil, right? So that's the advantage of not actually holding the gun yourself.
I love the gun safety on like the empty hand.
Yeah.
It's kind of pointing nowhere just so that the mechanical finger is off the trigger.
Yeah, you gotta keep gun safety. We know that, and he's in a very dynamic pose here. Like it is a one point of contact, but this one is very firm, you guys. It's not gonna. I'm not gonna break this mini. I think.
Well,
Yeah. Anyways, it's not like my track record with minis is terrible or something. Like if I can't break this mini, like this is firm, right? Like me actually, no, I'm not actually.
breaks mini.
But yeah, this is a really cool guy. It's a really cool model for, as I said, a mid-level boss or something like that. The leader of the police force. He's definitely not as charismatic as our first hero for today, James.
Ashley commented that it looks like Tom Cruise Edge of Tomorrow suit. Yeah, it's kind of
Is that kind of like grounded, kind of realistic
exoskeleton.
Yeah. Yeah, like and stuff like this is actually fairly real. The mechanics of it aren't the issue. The battery life is. It's what I found out. So yeah, exosuits are possible, you guys. We are not that far away from it. You know, just do. We just need to solve the battery life problem, and just throw some AI in there, and we're gonna be fine. It's definitely not gonna be. It's definitely not gonna be Skynet or anything.
Don't throw in AI in there, and we're gonna be fine in the same sentence. I don't believe it.
Okay, so next up, let's take a look at. So those were the kind of the good guys. There are no real good guys in this bundle, but let's take a look at the bad guys. And a couple of these used to be good guys. The start of the bundle is like everyone who has a lot of cybernetics. The more cybernetics you have, the more enhancements you have, the more vulnerable you are, and some of these guys had a lot of stuff.
Something that is interesting, especially if you're gonna play this bundle, it's kind of like everyone is kind of infected. It's just about a logic bomb that just sets off whatever virus is in you.
Yeah. So let's take a look at the Berserker.
I love the
Overclock
enemies.
Berserker.
They're just so cool.
Yeah, this one has concept art by Tariq Moutran. Tariq. I'm actually not sure. Sorry about that. And it was sculpted by Caio Bellucci. Caio Bellucci. I'm gonna go with that one. And yeah, this one is like, this is, without missing words, this was probably a gang member or something, like a really decked out street gang member, something like from like someone from Maelstrom from Cyberpunk or something like that. He is like he does look a little bit like a strung out junkie or like a character like this thing. And let's actually check out the model, because this one looks awesome.
It really does.
Yeah, like he's really scarred. He almost looks like a zombie. His arm is actually like almost ripped open there, and I think actually there's a big scar on his elbow there, and he's just ripping off the ground. What is this? It's just a street sign, right? He's just ripping it off, and he's gonna use it as a mace or something. Like he was probably connected to some
VR equipment.
some VR equipment, and just like the virus got him, and he just walked away with the VR equipment still on.
I'd like to think it's kind of like Pyro from Team Fortress. He's just seeing like nice stuff. He's not seeing anything like destructible.
Yeah, yeah, like his body is just not under his control anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's a really cool one. It strikes a very nice silhouette, right?
Yeah, it does. It's very much like a cyberpunk zombie. I love it.
Yeah, Adam McClendon saying, I'm getting a real Battle Angel vibe from the bad guys. Yeah, one of the themes with Cyberpunk is that flesh is cheap, right? Or at least replacing all of your flesh with metal is. So it's it tends to be very, very accessible. And with like any subculture, any new culture that shows up, heavy body modifications start to include cyberware as well. And yeah, some people take it, a little bit too far. Let's say
Tiny bit.
Yeah, like this guy probably doesn't even feel of the damage that he's taken. Yeah, it's a sad one. But next up we have another cool one, which is going to be the Overclock Exogatling.
Yeah, the concept was done by Tarek Motran also.
Yeah, this one was supposed to be so. A couple of these models, a couple of the overclock things were used to be military men and women who were, let's just say, there were some experiments going on to see how far you could push cyberware and body modification with stuff like this. This one went pretty far.
Yeah.
Went very, very far.
I mean, he's definitely looking where he's shooting, so...
Yeah. Yeah, for this one, I think we went with the stuff that, like, there's maybe a brain left in there. Maybe a little piece of her brain.
Or it's being used for, like, ammo space, potentially.
Yeah, there's very, very little human left in this, but there's some. So let's check out the sculpt, and the sculpt was done by who?
The sculpt was done by Tarek Motran. Sculpt Marco Lombardi.
Okay, and yeah, this is a big one. I love this creature, actually, this guy, this cyborg or robot or whatever, actually like hunches down to be able to anchor itself to the ground and get the Gatling gun going. So minimum recoil, but it also has like the bipod legs here.
Yeah.
Right. So it just grabs onto the ground as hard as it can, and then it just starts shooting, and whatever it looks at, it just dies. It's a little bit like a basilisk in that way.
Pretty much.
Right.
I mean, even the pose. I love the details on the legs. Kind of this things that are just riding itself to get a better aim.
Yeah. Oh, we didn't give a... that's a shame. We didn't give a butt to this one. we usually give a little bit of a butt crack to our robots. Not for this one. Yeah, this one's supposed to be a more of a tank unit, anyways. Like a very, very mobile heavy turret.
It's protecting every part of his body. I think.
Yes. Yeah, and I love that we've been doing this a lot with the Sci-Fi allows us to do this, like the effects of the cables and the bullet ribbons here, that just make it look like it's actually moving.
It's just like the Overclock Barbarian. It just gives it an awesome silhouette.
Yeah. So let's check out the next one, which is going to be the Exo Crusher. Yeah, and this one you can still see a little bit of human in there, but yeah, this guy is kind of like Adam Smasher. If you can't go that far with the modifications, maybe you weren't human to begin with. So yeah, this guy is not, he's not huge. He's a medium-sized unit, medium-sized creature. The concept art for this one was done by
Igor Gonçalves.
and the sculpt was done by Denian Lopes.
It gives me a feel of like the RoboCop without like the faceplate.
Without the faceplate, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, this could be a version of RoboCop as well. I can definitely see that working. Yeah. RoboCop without the faceplate gave me, I remember it giving me nightmares as a child. Because I think the first time I watched RoboCop, I started watching the movie after he was already RoboCop, and I didn't realize that was like
the beginning of the movie.
Yeah. Yeah, and when the gore starts, it starts hard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, very very heavily armed, and you can try to kill this guy, but there's not a lot left to kill. You can like destroy or deactivate, but killing is a little bit different.
I love the effect that like it has so little recoil with the robotic arms that it's just holding the ammunition or the battery in the other hand. This feels like
Yeah. This is definitely one of those characters that can probably you can probably give it a two-handed a long gun, and it can hold it with one hand fine. I love the detail of the little shoulder shields here. They're protecting the head, which is like the last thing that matters for this guy.
really cool.
Gorilla McGunface, yeah. And I think the names they have been coming up with, I don't know why they do it. They put up to like what was it? Was it Holland? One of those countries. It was an European country that puts up a vote to decide the name of like a submarine.
Oh yeah.
And it was like Boathy McBoatface.
Boathy
right?
McBoatface, yeah.
And they did this in the US recently as well, for snow plows, and I think one of the names was like Snowy McSnowplow or something like that. Like, people will always give stupid names if you give them a chance to.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. Fortunately, we decided a name for this one. It is the Exoforce, Overclock Exoforce Crusher. So let's check out the next model now, which I believe is going to be the Watcher, right?
Yes. The Overclock Exoforce Watcher. The concept was done by Francisco Ferreira, and the sculpt was done by Gustavo Glissi.
Yes, the idea with the Watcher is that we have another unit of riot control, but this one is a little bit more offensive, is not as heavily armored, but it's a lot more mobile. She's looking at the crowd from above, and it can be it's a grenade launcher. There's a lot of different types of grenades depending on the situation. It can be something like tear gas. And it could be something else as well.
Not for this character, it's not tear gas.
Yeah. If you go for the overclocked version, you don't go for tear gas. It's what do you do with this one? What's the actual effect?
The actual effect for this one is kind of like a little fireball. Yeah, it's a little bit intense.
Yeah. So let's check out the actual sculpt here by Gustavo Glissi, right?
Yes. I have to comment that just long-legged enemies just give me the creeps. Like it just feels wrong in some way.
She's kind of running on stilts that are connected to her actual legs there. Yeah, this one is really, really cool.
I love it.
The shields here that like automatically change positions to both balance and defend her.
Yeah,
Yeah, this one's real cool. I wish we had. She does have like a fair bit of detail on her face here, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to show it to you guys properly. Uh, I wish you could do busts of like every character, right? Unfortunately, we have to limit the amount of busts a little bit.
Yeah, and our artists just give like so much intent and focus to the expression. It's really sad to have it like in a
Yeah,
small
but they can definitely they are all of the models are detailed enough that they can definitely be upscaled
Oh, absolutely.
without losing a lot of the detail.
I was trying to find a comment here, and the concept of a mechanical cleaning shield is amazing, and I love that. Yeah.
Okay, whew. And I think we are getting to the end of the characters here.
The last two actually, and the two there are like not controlled by the virus, but actually controlling.
Yeah, this is one of the guys that created the virus.
Yes.
So this is the Overclock Puppet Master. So let's go to the concept art real quick. I think the concept art was done by Victor Bottesini, and the sculpt was actually done by Denian Lopes. And this one is a we can't really talk about it without talking about the next one as well. So let's check out the concept art for the next one, which is a pair of this, which is the 5-digit drone.
Like these two sculpts are my favorite for the bundle. I love the concept.
Yeah, the digit drone also has concept art by Victor Bottesini, and it was sculpted by Victor Prado. So two Victors working on this one. And yeah, okay, so the idea with this one was we needed a character that was a little bit more of a mastermind. He doesn't like to get his hands dirty. So what does he send? Does he send the raging overclocked victims? No, he sends a little drone, a much more precise thing that is totally under his control, and he controls it as if it was his hand, his right hand.
I love that you said he doesn't want to get his hand dirty, and it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He literally doesn't want to get his hands dirty, but he's not afraid to metaphorically get his hands dirty.
Exactly.
Right? So yeah, let's check out the model. And it's one of the large models. The digit drone is actually going to be one of the large models for this set.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this is definitely more. He still looks like a gang member, like a Maelstrom gang member or something like that. But this guy is definitely in control, right? He's giving like specific orders.
Yeah. If you want to get a close up, we actually do.
Yeah, we actually have the bust.
Yes.
And let me actually, as I hold it here,
It's really
let me just get a sip of water.
I
Yeah, this one has the smirk on his face.
And I love the spider eyes for the like controller of the spider drone.
Yeah, and the face that is opened up, I love this. I love this little detail here. That he could actually try to pass for, you know, a regular person when his face closes up. He does like a change of clothes or something. And he has the rig. The rig does look a little bit like a very, very advanced power glove
Yeah.
from Nintendo. And it does connect to this kind of bulky transmission unit here. And why does he need that? Well, he needs that to control the drone. And let me actually go for this one. And do you think this is the drone that this guy's controlling? It's a pretty big one, right? It could even be used as a... But no, it's not this one. This one is the 32mm version. The 75mm version is this one.
Yeah.
It's actually like hand-sized, right? It's as big as my hand.
It's a proper tank.
Yeah, it is a big one, guys. This is a big one. Ooh, I dropped a mini. I didn't break it, but I'll admit that I dropped it. So yeah, this is a mobile tank, a little drone. Uh, for those of you who have been watching, uh, you know those hand spider enemies in Elden Ring. Imagine that, but with guns.
Yeah.
Yeah, if that wasn't nightmare fuel enough, uh, this one is absolutely amazing. Uh, a lot of destroyed terrain for this one as well. Like if I just leave it like this, it does look a little bit like it could be just a mechanical hand. It looks a little bit like a Terminator hand, right?
Yeah, I would have to just really try to avoid moving that with the hand as a dungeon master because I wouldn't be able to. It's just perfect.
Yeah, and yeah, these are all of the characters for this bundle. The Puppet Master and the Digit Drone here. All of them are available right now as part of Overclock prizes. All of them, I believe, except for the Mercenaries, I think, have stat blocks for 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons made for them.
I believe the Mercenaries also do have at least...
Gillen and Grodd, I know that they have it.
Yeah.
But I don't know if the other ones do. I don't think so.
Should we move on to objects because we have like a really cool vehicle.
We have a
now.
couple of really cool ones here. So yeah, let's move on to our objects for this bundle.
Okay.
And first off, let's do with the vehicle first, because this one I'm definitely afraid to drop something because of a couple of things are not glued, and we might actually have better luck showing it off in the front camera here. And yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna stand up, and this one, let's showcase the concept first. The concept art is by...
I'm gonna read it because focus on holding it.
Yeah.
It's the concept art is done by Marcos Torres and it was sculpted by Anderson Pioli.
Yeah, this one is a great helicopter. I'm gonna go for... Oh, you're gonna...
This one?
No, that one.
Probably the frontal camera. It's probably best.
Maybe we're gonna have to mess with the focus, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to properly show it in the overhead camera. So let me give some undue work for our companions here.
I'll hold it. Literally off. Hello.
Yeah, I think the sorry you guys. I think the mic was actually off.
Yeah. We're currently moving closer to the camera to show off the helicopter.
I think I broke the live stream.
Oh no. He didn't break any minis, but...
Try this.
Yeah, it's working. It's the camera here. Okay, so let's try not to do that maybe.
Okay. Video is frozen.
Yeah, we're changing cameras here. We are dealing with a couple of technical difficulties.
Not?
Okay, so let me try to showcase the helicopter as best as I can here in the overhead camera. I think Mr. Niam's gonna be a little bit better anyways. I'm gonna hold the...
Remove the zoom.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold the... Let's see here.
Okay. Video and audio is back. We're back on.
Yes, let's go.
Okay.
So yeah, we have two different kinds of propellers here, and let me try to remove this without breaking.
I have the other one here.
Yes, we have an alternative propeller here. The other one looks a little bit more like, you know, a shield helicarrier or something like that, and the blades actually can move, which is very, very nice.
The front comes back.
Okay.
If you want to see.
Yeah. So, but for the let's try in the main camera again. Let's see if it works. I think it's very, very dark, but we can move some lights here. There we go.
Sure.
And I'm actually gonna remove this, and you can actually see that it fits 32mm minis inside. And I think we actually have one there that it's kind of just lost.
Also, tell us if the microphone is is working for this position.
Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work.
Yep. Are we back on?
I think we are.
Okay.
There we go. Yeah, this is a very, very cool toy, you guys. This is like, I remember watching like one of those, a toy commercial when I was a kid, and it looks like one of those. Like some metal toy commercial for like a Max Steel or Action Man kind of product line. And yeah, this is it, guys. This is a lot of guns, a lot of moving parts. Everything's frozen.
It's now a podcast, everyone.
Yeah, don't worry about it. We're going to be, let me go back to my place. I should not have tried to do this. I broke everything.
That's how live stream is.
Yeah, it's live streaming. We're doing it live. Doing it live.
That's how it should be experienced.
It's how it works. I almost broke everything now.
Including your back.
Yeah.
So, go easy.
Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't have done this. Let's try to. We do have another live stream set up that we're gonna have maybe by the next live stream. I'm actually not sure. But yeah, that was the helicopter. Is one of the crazy vehicles that we did.
If we survive the helicopter, the rest of the live stream is
the rest of live stream is gonna go fine.
Yes.
Okay, so what else do we have? Besides the helicopters, we have the facades, right?
Yes.
So we have 3 different facades here, and they are made to work with each other. And I think this is gonna be fine in the overhead camera. So yeah, it's just these ones are going to be absolutely amazing for you guys to build dioramas. They are made. Sorry.
Just answering.
Yeah, I gave a bunch of people in Loot a heart attack just now. Yeah, I'm not gonna hear the end of this. Like, my reputation is already not good with stuff like this, and yeah, it's not gonna end well for me today, you guys. I might actually lose my job over this.
No, don't worry. No minis were harmed in the making of this live stream, so.
Yeah, so let's take a look at the facades. So the facades have concept art by.
The facades have concept art by Marcos Torres, and it was sculpted by Anderson
Pioli. Yeah, these ones are really cool terrain pieces. They are made to be used. Like, we don't have anything in the back here, you know, but they are made to be used as just what they are, facades. So we didn't have to do whole buildings, but you can, you know, loop them around and do a bunch of them, and do a whole street of these facades. And yeah, they are very, very detailed and very, very nice. And a lot of the pieces here are actually, you know, removable. You don't have to use them if you don't want to, and you can just, you know, close the holes. But you can use them if you want to. And we have a little bit of a loot store here. We should probably actually have one of these, right? We should probably start selling off some merch or something.
More than one sign.
Oh yeah, we have extra signs. Let's see what else we have here. Yeah, we have options. So you can have. Let me move this one around. So you can have like instead of this one, you can have this one. You can have instead of the loot one, you can have the generic one. But why would you have the generic one if you can have the loot one? I don't get it, man. It's not. Does not compute.
Don't do that.
And I think this one just broke off of somewhere.
We have store over there that might be.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And here we have store. Yeah, I'm not gonna remove this. Yeah, but I think that's it. Yeah, it's an alternative here to just have loot. And yeah, they all fit together very nicely. You can make a very nice, very nice diorama with these ones. You guys. Yeah, I may be missing something here. I think that there's actually a right order for these guys.
They're in like 32.
They are in 32 millimeter scale, so they work perfectly with the 32 millimeter minis.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not fully modular, but it's as modular as we can do without losing much detail.
It was printed in 2 parts, and the floor.
Oh yeah, it's the first floor and the second floor, right? Oh yeah, so so it was printed in 2 parts. You can see here. You actually have like more possible combinations because the second floor and the first floor are two separate parts, and I think you can glue them. You can decide how you're gonna do them. Yeah, so you can just you can have this top part here or vice versa.
Need some modifications, but you can totally do this.
Yeah. So yeah, these are the facades. The facades are really cool. We should probably do like more facades and theme them according to each bundle, right? I definitely want to see when we did Neon Street. I want to see Neon Street facades, right? Maybe some.
Yeah, that's something we have to come.
Full city.
The cyberpunk city inside of Loot is actually called Lucas Town because Lucas, our model builder, just built a full city. It's amazing. So now he has more toys to play with.
Yeah. Okay, so next up, let's see some scatter terrain, and we have a couple of different types of scatter terrain. We have some scatter terrain that was created by the writers, right? So let's check out some of that, and let me just remind myself here of what everything is. It's this one, yeah, it's this one.
The credits for this one is the barricades and the tower on fire are done. The concept art were done by Victor Sol, and it was sculpted by Lucas Hayes. And we should probably show off the car with them soon enough. The car was done. Also, the concept art by Victor Sol, and concept and sculpted by Robson Barros.
Yeah, we have a couple of different versions here of tires on fire. So yeah, there's a lot of chaotic stuff going on in the city. So we just have a bunch of different kinds of barricades, right? So we have a concrete barricade with some metal thrown on top of it, and we have like an actual like city or public barricade with barbed wire and just a bunch of trash. This one is very similar. Like there's a pallet and a barrel. Like all of this is just like very versatile scatter terrain that you can just use to populate your scenes. Just print a bunch of these and like sneak it into a corner or something, and it's going to work. And we have like this one is a bunch of fires like catching fire. So there's fire and smoke and the tires. Like tire smoke is nasty, you guys. And we have a second version of it here.
I love the fire.
Yeah, and we have one of the car as well.
No.
Yeah.
It's 3 versions. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's 3 versions. I thought this one was the same, but it's not. And then we have the car, and you guys may have seen this car before.
Oh yeah.
And this car we had this car in the what's the Death Speed Championship. Yeah, it was the police car in that bundle, and yeah, this is what the rioters in the city decided to do with the police car. So yeah, this is gonna make a very, very chaotic scene. Let's just put it that way. And is that it?
We have one more thing.
And this is a fun one. This is a very, very fun one. Okay, so I'm gonna the next stuff that we have to show you guys is the can holder. We have a Sci-Fi can holder now. It's the we changed the design of this one a little bit. The concept art was done by Igor Gonçalves.
And it was sculpted by Alex Marique.
Yes, and let's see here. And this one is the can holder, Sci-Fi can holder. The design of this is basically it's based on a kind of a containment tube, you know, one of those sci-fi experiment containment tubes. And the idea with this one is that, you know, it has this little piece here that you can put in front, and you can just, you know, glue it shut if you want to. It is not a cup, it is a can holder. It has a, let me show you guys, has a hole on the bottom. Please, if you print this in resin, do not drink off of this. Resin is not food safe. It's one of the reasons we put the hole in the bottom. And of course, to make the can easier to pop out, right? So you can just, you need to take off the can. You can just boop, boop. So yeah, this is the Sci-Fi can holder, and it's very, very, very easy to print this one in FDM. Yes. So let's show the FDM version. It came out super clean, you guys. Look at this.
Have some modifications to not have overhang, to print without sports.
So do we have those modifications?
Yeah, this one have modifications.
Okay, so yeah.
Without supports.
So yeah, we have the FDM version up, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have an FDM version that's a little bit optimized so you can print it with like no supports. So yeah, and it works, and it's kind of beautiful. And we did the can holder for Fantasy several months ago, and a lot of people from Sci-Fi were like, why did they do it for Fantasy and they didn't do it for Sci-Fi? Well, here you have it. Sometimes we do something crazy like a can holder as an experiment, and then we realize it's not that crazy at all. A lot of people really, really want this, and it's been shiny because of the filament.
Yeah, the FDM.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. The can holder, let me take one that actually has a can inside of it. So yeah, have fun with this one, you guys. So yeah. Whew. That's
a lot.
Yeah, that was a lot.
Yeah.
This is Overclock Crisis. But we are not done with the live stream just yet. We do have a couple more things to talk about and to show you guys.
Should we reveal the initial announcements first before we move into?
Yeah, let's just reveal the initial announcements.
Okay, let's talk about the videos that are coming out, the content. We already have 2 videos up right now, both related to Journey to Nidavellir. The first one is a painting tutorial of Thor. I don't know if it might just be, there we go. This guy. We also have a painting tutorial for the Vodengar clan, which we'll explain a bit more in a little bit. Both of them are already posted, and we have 2 coming out soon, a painting tutorial for the Gragadur clan and an assembling for the giant turtle of the Crusade of Darkness fantasy bundle of December.
Yes, and besides that, we have Journey to Nidavellir on sale right now. The first week is already running, you guys. It's the next 4 days. We have a huge discount for all of the packs in Journey to Nidavellir. And if you get the full pack, you not only get the 4 Norse gods, you get 3 dice towers, you get a lot of minis, like it's over 80 models, but you also get, if you get the full pack, you also get a dragon, like a gargantuan dragon, Fafnir,
It's amazing.
Corruption Incarnate. And you also get the adventure for free, so it's a lot of stuff for a very, very reasonable price and very, very low this week, actually.
Currently, we also have Journey to Valhalla with
On sale as well.
Yeah.
So, and you can actually buy a combo of Journey to Valhalla and Journey to Navigator together, and the discount goes up. It's kind of crazy, you guys. We will not have a Christmas sale, so yeah, this is it. This is gonna be the best time for a long time to get Journey to Navigator and Journey to Valhalla.
We only have 4 days left. Probably to
Yeah,
the minute, right?
time's running, you guys. Don't miss it. What else do we have? I think it's time that we talk about the loyalty reward.
Yeah.
And the loyalty reward, and let me grab my cheat sheet here. The loyalty reward that we are going to reveal to you guys today is actually is on the other one here, is Trevor Takamori, Razor Wings. Yeah, we don't have the statue version of him with us today. We do have the 75mm version. But let's show the concept art first. It's some amazing concept art by Gabriel Scavariello. So yeah, Trevor Takamori, Razor Wings. He's kind of a, if the Vulture was a superhero. He does have 2 different head options. One of them has like his actual face, and let's showcase that to you guys today. Right now, this is the 75mm version. I believe the base for the statue is going to be a little bit different than this.
No, it's huge.
It's huge.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's huge. And he's into this very, very cool kind of Batman, Nightwing, Spider-Man. It's a superhero pose, right? Like you go to the top of buildings, sit on the top of a gargoyle or something, and yeah, just look into the city. And this is the 75mm version, but we do have the heads of the statue version here. So first off, his masked head. I love the huge plume of hair here. And then we have his actual face here, his full face. And this is a very, very handsome man. This sculpt was done by this sculpt was actually done by a team of Loot. So it was Alex Maric, Daniel Danny Boy Sanchez, and of course, or with a little bit of help from Robson Barros, or
3D team lead.
yes. So yeah, this is a very, very cool model. I wish we had the full statue here to show to you guys. It is going to be available to everyone. I think this is a new 3-month loyalty reward, right? So it should be available for everyone that has all the bundles from December all the way back to September of this year. I think that's it. And it's going to be available next week. At some point next week, we are finishing the test print of the statue, and then we're gonna make it available. We may even be able, I'm gonna talk to the team about making the 32 and the 75mm version available sooner. I don't know if that's going to be possible, but I'm gonna check with them. It's a very, very cool model. I don't want you guys to have to wait more than you need to. But yeah. Oh, actually, we have this little tool, right? If you check our website, if you check our old bundles tab, you're gonna be able to see like what you get for buying, like which bundles you need to get, you need to buy to get each of the loyalty rewards, right? So yeah, this is gonna be it's a new system. It's a little bit of a quality of life improvement. So yeah, definitely check that out.
Okay.
And if you don't qualify yet, you're gonna make sure you do. And I think the last thing we have to do is reveal the name of the next sci-fi bundle. The bundle that is going to start off January.
I'm excited to see what you guys take from the name.
Yeah, this one is very, very on the nose. Don't think too hard about this one. You're going to get it. You're going to get it on the first try. So the name of the next sci-fi bundle is Viva Los Loots.
Oh yeah.
So Viva Los Loots, and it is exactly what sounds like. So let's just leave the name on the screen there for a little bit, and let's see what the chat reactions are going to be. So yeah, this one is, let's just say that this next sci-fi bundle is going to be a lot of fun. We do have some time. It was a lot of stuff to showcase today, but we actually went through everything pretty quickly. We started a little bit later, and we didn't want to hold you guys here for too long. But we do have some time for a Q&A. So if you guys want to ask anything or make any comments, this is the time. We are open to any questions that you guys have. Just let us know. And no questions about how many models of loot I have broken. This is a point of pain for me. This is, yeah. Let's just leave that for after I die or I leave loot or something.
Okay. We have a great comment here by Vincent Aloco. I had to ask myself, did I need more Vikings or dwarves? And the answer is yes. Yes, I do. You always need more. I mean, it's dwarves and Vikings, guys. It's a must.
Yeah. If you guys haven't, like, a couple of people are making some pretty close guesses here, but wait for the concept art. I don't know when the concept art is gonna come out. I'm not gonna make any promises, but I think you guys are gonna love what we have been cooking up. It's some pretty awesome stuff.
The helicopter cockpit.
I don't think it's on. I don't think the cockpit opens. No.
Yeah, just the
Yeah, just the cargo and transport space, people space.
Yeah. Because it's kind of difficult to fit minis in there. We would have to have.
Yeah, we'd have to. We would need to have specially designed minis to sit on that on the cockpit, and it wouldn't look right otherwise. So we just decided not to do it this time. We have done cockpits that open before, but one of But one of the things that we do is that we look at what people are actually doing with the models that we make, and if we don't see people actually printing the very, very large or very complex vehicles and stuff like that, we try to avoid putting too much work in stuff that people don't actually print and are not actually interested in. That allows us to focus our efforts in cool stuff like the can holders or the awesome minis, the other objects.
Is the helicopter designed for FDM?
I don't think so. No. Yeah. It is cut for resin. So.
You can print, but
yeah. Do you think it's possible to be?
it's
printed
possible, but have no cuts, and you need to do these.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have an FDM ready version, so we wouldn't recommend it necessarily. So, any more comments, you guys? I'm seeing a lot of stuff from Rexdus here. There is a comment from Barebones Reasonable. I feel like I've stolen a dragon from loot. It is such a good deal. Yeah, it is a very good deal. With all of our bundles, we try to make sure that like every single model is worth the price of the bundle, because then even if you only like one model, you are getting your money's worth. With Journey to the Devil and Journey to Valhalla, we try to go like above and beyond even that. So it's a lot of value with each individual clan, each individual bundle, and then you get like extras and on top of extras for the whole thing. So yeah, I think we are winding down now, and I think we can say goodbye to everyone. And our next live stream, our next fantasy live stream, is likely going to be next year, because I don't want to come work on a on New Year's Eve.
Just New Year's Eve.
So yeah, it's probably going to be next year, somewhere around the 2nd of January or something like that. We will let you guys know in a post or something. So thank you so much for sticking with us today and through our whole kerfuffle of the camera not working. So yeah, thank you so much, you guys, and see you next time.
Thank you guys. Bye bye.